talking about. There's no something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
Said, baby, what you talking about? This was something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less. Say less.
Stop the room when you walking. You left your hips to the talking. You leaving me no options. Say less, say less.
Say less.
Stop the room when you walking. You left your hips to the talking. You leaving me with no options. Say less, say less, say less.
Say less.
Two in, two up, back ends, booked up, look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now, see now, society's time me release now, crazy, I'm finna go see now, big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one, 6 meal, coach came to me like I'm D1, like Will, got 17 hours to the flight out. Only got time for a night out. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't getting no younger. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't got too long, no. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know you running up at night. You know I only get one life for this. The night, hell of a night. The night, hell of a night. Okay, let's go. I'm really living like the text went through. J. Cole said it's memes and mules, but I'm the king and adjusted all. Really wanna wipe me down. I got more patience than a hospital. Sweaties better beef with me. They never beef with life's obstacles. I'm bad as a bone out. I'm way too toned to be toned down. Too big, so I'm cocky. From the back while on Twitter with my phone out. Got an Eminem deal, but I'm Hershey. 6'2", dark skin, with purpose. Never voicemail on my phone last night to myself saying little service. Yeah. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know I'm running up at night. You know I only get one life for this. The night, hell of a night. The night, hell of a
ain't seen nothing. I ain't seen real. I ain't seen real problems since tripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. From my way I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight. Cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want? What you want? I got Jesus giving money, what you want? I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say yeah, I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it. I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sickness. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, can I drop your bag, sass? I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Strum cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Not afraid of the dark, there ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I made it out of chump, at least I know I'm up. Boy, thump, like my neighbor's jumping up a pum. Boy, I bump in that Billy Strong, he ain't know he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Third and final of the games today, this Wild Card Sunday. It might be the best of the bunch. And off we go on EA Sports. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. He's got room to run right at the start. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
On the ground, this is James Cook. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. On play action, he'll set up to throw. A throw on the move is caught. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Bills first down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Now this looks like a design run. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
And you can tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
Now, faking the give. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He'll drop to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. They get 18 yards on 4th down and a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. With that big-time throw, they got a shot now with 1st and goal to end this opening drive with a touchdown. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? Man in motion, heading left. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. To the goal line and in. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Super Wild Card Weekend. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson. A throw left side there. Not going to find the target. Incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
On play action, here's Jackson. This one complete downfield to Walker. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a big one for the Ravens. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action now. Jackson. Working free downfield. It is Williams. That one good for 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
That is left side and caught by Flowers. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. To the air one more time with Jackson. And he's in. Touchdown, Ravens. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Mike, I have to be honest. When offenses come up with run-play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
And the defense snuffed that one out. It goes down as a completion, but no gain on the play. One quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. It is 3rd and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And the rush is going to get there. He'll go down. They were taking a big risk going for it in their own territory. It will not pay off. It's a turnover on downs. Lamar going to work from the pistol. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. Now Jackson on the move. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A try here for the extra point. Now how about this? It's a fake. And he will get into the end zone, giving his team an 8-point margin. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he gets this one up past the 30.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Right back to him on first down. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stick with him again. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one hauled in. It's complete. They get 14 on that hookup. First down, Buffalo.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Ben Sinnott was the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one. On the handoff, this is Cook. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now give on the ground, and he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? He'll look to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. To the end zone, it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Now, this is going to be returned from deep in the end zone. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
He was covered by
Throwing Jackson. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down. In motion comes Walker. Now, faking the give.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Pass into the hands of the rookie from Florida State. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Putting the tight end in motion. That's going to be intercepted. And the Bills will take over at their own 14-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll let one go down the middle. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33.
I'm a big fan, Mike, of quarterbacks willing to take chances. I don't want my guys sitting there scared to throw the ball downfield. But as always, it does come with a little bit of balance. He tried to get that one all in one throw and just doesn't get quite enough pace on it, and it ends up going the other way.
He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Ravens 15, Bills 13.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And with the defenders biting on that hard play action, the tight end knows he's going to be open once he crosses that linebacker. All his quarterback has to do is get his hips turned around and deliver the ball on target, and it's an easy first down.
He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he'll be taken down.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today...
Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Ravens. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. A very nice defensive play there. They'll let you complete passes if they're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yardage. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. fumble, and down he goes.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. That is caught. Back corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more. Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 10. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. Down the sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Bills. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point to go for 2. They bring the tight end in motion. That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Play action now. Jackson. The man left side. It's caught. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. A handoff as they try to run it here. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Off the play fake. Jackson. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
3rd and 5. They'll try to get this one on the ground. He's got the first down. They'll bring him down at the 28. But the sticks will move. First down picked up on the ground. On play action, here's Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Jackson going to keep it himself. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Ravens turn things over to their field goal unit. This a 31-yard attempt. That one is good. And the Ravens will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. One quarter remains here in this AFC wild card. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. tight end going in motion here. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Coleman. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Bills first down. They'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Cook. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
James Cook, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from.
And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Buffalo. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. first and 10. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll weave his way down close to that first down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be third down and short. He dives, and what a catch for the first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. To the air one more time with Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Now a handoff, running right. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. They'll run here. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. They'll drop to throw. He'll get that to his tight end, Ben Sinnott. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Here's second down. They'll throw out of the gun. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now,
I had to take a chance on fourth down, and it's intercepted. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Lamar going to work from the pistol. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On third down, Jackson, and the rush gets there. Down he goes. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. And they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps draw even in this one.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole? A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
A throw left side, caught by Sinnott. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go.
First down and goal to go.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game.
And what a finish this is shaping up to be, Mike. They somehow get the late touchdown with very little time left on the clock. And, of course, now everybody knows what's coming. You've got to have your best 2-point, gotta-have-it play. You've been working on it all week. Let's see what they got.
The touchdown saved their playoff lives for the moment. And now they need a 2-point conversion. Now they'll set up to throw. And he will get in! The two-point conversion works, and we might be headed to overtime. So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late fourth as the kickoff comes. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. They left a man wide open downfield. He's got him. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
They'll stick to the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Here comes 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Big time throw there, sets them up really nicely. They find themselves well in field goal range for a potential game-winning field goal try. Under a minute, all they got to do is just keep working the clock, get as close as they can, send that kicker out there and see if he can make that kick.
So it's a win here for the Ravens. They are moving on in these playoffs. Won't have a long time to celebrate this one. They have to get right back to work for the divisional round. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night.